Welcome to another episode of True. I'm Nick Gelfand.
And I'm Leslie Lambert. And today we're talking about the pros and cons of selling your home during the holidays. It's a question that we get asked often from people who maybe started the marketing time earlier in the fall. Should they continue marketing through the holiday season? And sometimes there's people whose life presents an opportunity where it might be time to put it on in the holiday seasons and they're not sure whether that's a good idea or not. And so in honor of this upcoming show, I did a Facebook poll and I asked people if they would or would not sell their home during the holidays. And a secondary question was, did they prefer minimal holiday decorations or elaborate holiday decorations? And the answers that came in were sort of 50-50 on the would and would not sell during the holidays. And the reasons that some of them said they would not was because they entertain too much and the house is crowded with extra decorations and sometimes extra people. And some of them told me that they are currently marketing their home and will continue to. And we're going to talk about some of the reasons why you might want to consider selling your house during the holidays. There are some benefits and advantages to it. But resoundingly, the answers that I got about the decorations were keep it minimal. So Marlene Goldstein says that if she was selling her home during the holidays, she would probably not do any holiday decorations whatsoever. And she probably, if she had to do decorations, would pause her showings. Kathy Rocco says that she would not like to move in the winter at all because it's a busy time of year for her. Another, Lisa Oden, says that she would sell her time any time of the year if the opportunity were to arise, yes, even during the holidays. Christine Pilch-Manzi says that she would decorate with candles in the windows and a wreath on the door with a spotlight, keep it simple, classic, and elegant. And Diane Garcio says, I would sell my house and am, keep the decorations simple though. So,
Which I guess mirrors exactly what the experts tell us.
Exactly.
I think if you have to sell your house during the holidays, you know, some people just may have no choice. They are trying to move it. There are certain positives of selling your house during the holiday season. The main one I think would be less competition because a lot of people, you know, as we saw in the poll, it's about 50-50. So 50% of the people in the market will take their house off the market. That diminishes the supply.
And the buyers that are looking at homes during the holiday season are more motivated.
They're a lot more motivated because they typically, if they're looking at this time, they must buy. They might be starting a new job in January. A lot of people, you know, if in fact they are looking, they potentially have no choice. The one thing that people do recommend is if you have been selling your house since, let's say, the fall, update your photos. Make sure that you have, you know, the up-to-date photos with the candles in the windows. That, you know, kind of turn up the ambiance a little bit for the photos, and you know, convey your house in its best possible light.
Sure. And home buying is emotional, so a lot of the experts say, you know, what better time of year for people to feel truly warm and cozy about a home than when it's ready for the holidays. But they all said keep it warm and inviting. And when they say warm, they mean literally warm and figuratively warm. And I don't know about you, Nick, but I've shown houses during the winter where the people failed to turn the heat up for the showing, and that's a rough one.
Absolutely. If you have a fireplace, use it. The one kind of overwhelming color we see during Christmas time or holiday season is really red. And that's a power color. It's an inviting color, as we learned in our Feng Shui episode. So having a lot of that around the house is actually potentially helpful. Also during this time, the buyers tend to be more emotional. Because they are, you know, out there fighting to get the latest Xbox with Kinect, you know, getting pepper spraying other people, they in order to get it, they might be more willing to pay your price. They actually might not be you know, as willing to try to negotiate more, which certainly helps.
Yeah, if they truly fall in love, they might be ready to just go ahead and buy the house.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So the guidelines for buying or selling a home during the holidays are online. Realtor.com has put together a great field guide for buying or selling during the holidays. We'll have the link here for you to access. And from those resources, we found that the overall feeling is absolutely minimal, simple, classic kind of decorations. That your exterior first impressions are even more important during the holiday season and the winter season. So get the leaves raked, get the old dead mums out, put up that classic wreath, get the candles in the window, do the nice upkeep to make the place look like a warm, inviting holiday retreat.
Sure, we can't emphasize enough, if there's snow on the ground, make sure the walkways are shoveled. There's sand on them so people don't slip. You're trying to convey that this is, your house is in amazing shape, and that's one of the ways. For example, if you typically may get, a 10-foot Christmas tree, maybe tone it down. Look at the actual space. You can't throw out the window our typical advice for staging a home, which is, minimal clutter.
You might need to remove some furniture.
Absolutely, especially if you do have a larger tree. But I would opt, to tell you to get a smaller tree, just to make the space look bigger and minimize. Keep the decoration that you must have. If you have a ton of presents, maybe put them in a closet for the showings, as opposed to leaving them all around the tree and all over the living room.
Yeah, you want to stage your holiday decorations. We found some great decorating ideas for you, whether you're going to sell your home or not. Right now, you might enjoy these. There's some beautiful mantle decorations, and for me, that's really the classic space for Christmas decoration.
Especially for us being in New England, having those colonials with the nice, beautiful fireplaces.
So if you've got that fireplace, which is such a huge selling feature at this time of year, really great classic and contemporary elegant decorating ideas are provided in the links to this show. I found a few of them to be very clean and inviting, and then there were a few just really pretty classic ones too. And then also the other great decorating space that doesn't take up any room is your stairwell. So if you have a stair rail up and down, there's some really nice ways that you can decorate the stair rail. Lowe's actually had a video that we're linking to here that had some really interesting stairway decorating ideas, even sort of a couple of craft ideas that you might do with the kids. So if you're deciding to sell your home this time of year, there's definitely great ways to go about it. And
absolutely. And I guess to wrap it up, whether you sell your house or not, you probably should decorate it to what people would like to see. But if you choose, if you are able to take your house off the market, 50% of the people say it might not be a bad idea either.
It's a personal choice, I think, is what it rolls
absolutely.
down to.
And don't be afraid to limit showings, during, the time that you do have family over or right before. I think people totally understand, even if your house is on the market during the holidays, that at certain times it's not available for a showing.
Absolutely. So from Nick and I to your family, happy holidays.
Happy holidays.